A recent lawsuit has sent shockwaves through the print-on-demand community. Nicole Harness, a small-scale seller, faced a staggering $250,000 lawsuit from selling tumblers featuring the likeness of country music star Luke Combs. Nicole's venture into selling these themed tumblers began after attending a Luke Combs concert. However, it quickly turned into a legal nightmare when she was sued for using Combs' image without permission, infringing on his personality rights and copyright laws. Despite she only sold a handful of items, 18 tumblers with his name and face for $20, making $360 in total, the lawsuit demanded a sum far exceeding her earnings. It is important to highlight that it wasn't Luke Combs who filed the lawsuit, it was his team. You might think this unfair, but this case serves as a huge reminder of the legal risk involved in any print-on-demand business. The timing could not have actually been worse for Nicole, as she had recently been hospitalized with a chronic heart condition. On top of that, she didn't even know she was being sued. As the initial email went to her junk folder, she only noticed when her web store was out of commission and she looked up the horrible news. So this sad story emphasizes the importance of adhering to intellectual property laws, and it highlighted how even small-scale sellers could face severe consequences. However, in a positive turn to this story, Luke Combs, upon hearing Nicole's predicament, actually responded with a compassionate gesture. He not only pledged to assist her financially, but also create a line of tumblers with the proceeds going to support her. Nicole's case, while ending on a positive note thanks to Luke Combs' intervention, highlights the critical message for print-on-demand sellers that you should stay up to date and comply with intellectual property laws. Unfortunately, too many sellers think they can create anything on Amazon without consequences. There's nothing stopping big brands such as Disney or celebrities teams coming after other sellers that are doing the same thing. So if you are creating books or products on Amazon, it is important that you do adhere to their legal and content guidelines, but unfortunately most people don't take the time to even look through this or even aware of this. If you sell a product on Amazon or any other print-on-demand site, make sure you understand two legal concepts, which are copyright and trademark. So copyright is a form of intellectual property that protects original works of authorship such as books, music, films and art. So if you didn't create it, you shouldn't use it without permission. And a trademark is a unique word, phrase, symbol, design or combination of these that identifies and distinguishes the source of a goods or services. And these trademark laws make sure that no one else can use something that looks like or sound too similar to your brand. Even just scrolling through Amazon, you can see some books, for example, with Pokemon on it, and unless the person who made it is the original creator of Pokemon, which is unlikely, then that's a huge problem. They're using someone else's creation, which goes against copyright, and a well-known brand, which is trademarked without permission, and it's only a matter of time before Amazon takes that book down. Now, to stay safe before you start selling or creating anything, ask yourself, did I come up with this idea myself, or is it from a TV show, movie, or another brand? And if it's the latter, then make sure you avoid creating it. To be extra sure, you can look up trademarks. So in the US, use the USPTO, the US Patent and Trademark Office, and in the UK, you can check for the Intellectual Property Office. Different countries have different rules, so check the right office for where you live. But for example, in the US, type in the keyword that you want to check for trademark and then pay attention to the goods and services section. If you see something like IC016 for books and it's the same type of product you're making, then you should steer clear. Remember that even if a trademark is just pending, not fully registered, it's safer to avoid using it, as you don't want to end up in a situation where it gets approved after you've started using it. Now, it is your responsibility to make sure that you're not stepping over any legal toes. Do your homework and keep your creations original and trouble-free. In the end, Nicole was very fortunate that the country superstar stepped in, but it is a cautionary tale reminding sellers about the potential legal pitfalls in the industry and the importance of ethical business practices. So let me know what you think of Nicole's case in the comments.